I don't know the story you're talking about, and you don't have to be
So
worried
I'm
about it.
thinking about Uncle Val.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking about how he had all these people around him who were afraid because the war was around them and was deep in them, and terrible things that we know are happening now from both sides of the war. How these were terrible times for the Germans. These were terrible times for the English. What was there for any of us to do? I wasn't there yet. When if I'd been there, what could a woman do? Very little except be a nurse. But here we are nursing each other into capacities that are just, what is there to do but shake your head and say, this was also wrong? Yeah. Nobody wanted to, or killing each other was not in our views, or at least in mine. Yeah, they were trying to take care of things that weren't taken care of. It was terrible times, wrong times. Just as wrong as the things that we do to each other now. It feels funny to be on this side of life, moving toward that side of life, Rebecca.
6 days away.
Yeah. What do you mean by 6 days away?
Well, this side of life, moving towards that side of life. You've chosen a date.
Yeah.
To move, to make the jump yourself rather than waiting for death to push you finally off this side into the river of the other.
Yeah.
Cliff jumping.
And it's not that I want to make that move, but it's just the reality of the body changes. And I'm so glad I started now, because I realize that the journey is harder than I'd imagined. Not harder, just harder in the sense that there is movement that has to be made, and that I'm going to be happier if I have a sense that I have control over it. I've said that many times in the last 2 or 3 days.
I'm pretty sure you told me at one point that you get to say something 12 times to someone else before the other person has to remember it.
Yeah.
So it's funny how saying something once doesn't make it real.
No, it doesn't.
I was thinking about like all of these stories that have reading the Shukwepham stories, and quite often like Coyote does something and he ends up splatted, or Suckerfish ends up splatted, or there's something
Yeah, I know that story.
that goes on, and then somebody gathers all the pieces together and blows life back into something, breathes life into it, sort of in these metaphors of our jobs to gather the fragments of what's available to us, and through our words, through our breath, through our passage, bring something back. But then there's quite often this jumping 4 times over the bones. But I've been thinking about jumping 12 times, or speaking 12 times, or how many times we have to jump over something before we've created like enough ritual or enough practice or enough protocol to have the thing stabilized, right? How many
Yes.
times your hands have to roll the Parker House buns till your hands roll a bun, or till your hands dip a chocolate, or till your hands know how to wash a baby, or till you can hop on the bike or read a book or
Yeah.
sing a song or strum a chord.
Well, I hope my loved ones know how to sing and dance and play. And
Don't have many rituals for this one,
no,
for this jump.
even though I have many times performed this in real life, I feel like I'm new to the whole experience.
You're on the other
So-
side of it, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm so happy to make it happen now. And I'm so grateful to my loved ones who are helping me. And to you who hold my hand tight on this side of the journey, and to those who are holding my hand tight on the side of the other journey, which I'm loving, which I need to say, which I need to be involved in, actively involved in, feel like I'm taking care of things. I'm just going to take a little bit of water. Oh, and I've just loved talking to my grandchildren. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful.
Mm.
And I know that they'll be deep in this ritual, deeper than I, kind of having the richness of life on both sides of this journey. Well, it was nice for me to be able to wake up and think about all that, think about all this right now. The body's resisting, I can tell by my need for water.
Yeah.
Water, that gift of life.
Drat.
Glenn was right. It's water, the gift of life. And it'll be a gift on the other side. Maybe back to what you're doing and back to what I'm doing. It's preparing for life on the other side. I'm glad I got to talk to Eric today. I'm glad I got to weigh in on the difference between the journey that's set out for men in the world and the one that's set out for women. It's so weird that anybody can set something out for us without our full participation in it. I like this side of my journey. And now I'm going to shut my eyes again.
Have a nice nap.
Thank you. Oh, is Richard on the other side of the...
No, Bonnie's on the other side of the bed now. Every time you close your eyes and wake up, someone else is over there.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Richard's just down the hallway. You can hear his voice down the hallway.
He was laying in that bed snoring earlier, so I was thinking we should record everyone snoring while they're asleep, and
Did
then
I
we could.
snore?
No, not at all. No. But if we got everyone snoring at different times, we could do a Trivial Pursuit, name that snore.
That's funny.
To see if we could start to recognize
That's funny, Rebecca.
by their snores, thou shalt know them.
That's great.
Okay, that's the end of this video. We're going to go back to sleep.
Before we go into metaphors that are far too deep.
That put people to sleep.
Yeah.